Yo, welcome back to the infamous X-Chief, where we drag hypocrisy into the light and roast it like cheap coffee. If you're new, please consider smashing that subscribe button and brace yourself. We're not here to hold hands. We're here to call out the nonsense. And today, we've got a juicy one. A Medina County librarian who thought it was cute to dunk on Charlie Kirk's grave. Spoiler, it ain't. For those living under a rock, Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA's big shot, conservative firebrand, Christian dad of two, was gunned down September 10th, 2025 at Utah Valley University. Guy was 31, preached free speech, and took heat for it. Love him or hate him, he didn't deserve a bullet. But some public servants, you know, the ones you pay, decided to dance on his grave online. So let's get real. Charlie Kirk wasn't just some loudmouth. He built Turning Point USA into a conservative juggernaut, hitting campuses to spar with anyone who'd listen. CBS News and Reuters say his assassination was a targeted hit on September 10th, 2025, sparking a cesspool of fake news and AI garbage online. Politicians like Nancy Mace called him a bright light who stood for peace. Even S.E. Coop, no Kirk fanboy, said violence ain't the answer, words are. But not everyone's so classy. Social media lit up with posts cheering Kirk's death. Some from randos, some from public employees. Clemson suspended a worker for mocking Kirk. A Cleveland fire chief got benched for a cartoon with Kirk's gun quote. And in Ohio, oh, it's a circus. Let's talk about the librarian who thought she'd play keyboard warrior and get away with it. This didn't start with me. It started with Turning Point USA's army of eagle-eyed fans sending me a Facebook post from Mel V in a Medina County group about a prayer event. Quote, "Guy was a racist and a bully. I wouldn't want to believe in a God that honors Charlie Kirk." End quote. Oof. Bold move for a teen librarian at Medina County District Library's Brunswick branch. Now, we don't know if Mel V is her full name. Public records point to Mel Vavra, V-A-V-R-A, who is a library associate. But here's the kicker. The library confirmed to me that this profile is one of their own. So, a taxpayer-funded employee shaping young minds thought it was cool to call a dead man a racist bully. Real classy. Now, let's read the library's mission statement, shall we? We work together in an environment of respect, kindness, and integrity. And every person has value, worth, and deserves respect. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Except Mel V's post is the opposite of that. Respect? Kindness? Nah. She went for the low blow. When I dropped the screenshot, folks called me the bully. Excuse me, I got the post from viewers, verified it with the library, and shared it. That's not bullying. That's shining a light on hypocrisy. If you're a public servant, your words aren't just yours. Teens see this crap. Imagine a Brunswick kid stumbling on that post. What's the lesson? Trash talk the dead? Great role model. And it's not just Medina librarians are catching heat everywhere. Prince William County had one call Kirk's death never not funny. South Carolina's got one in hot water too. But Medina, crickets. Drop a comment. Does this violate their own rules, or is respect just a buzzword? Medina's not special. Ohio's got a whole lineup of public servants who learned the hard way that keyboards have consequences. Let's run the tape. First, we have Fairview Park City Council President Michael Kilbane posted, "A lot of good people died today. He wasn't one of them."
Now, the fallout from the murder of Charlie Kirk makes its way to our own community. Councilperson's statement after Kirk's violent death now causing outrage. Stephen Hernandez walks us through the situation.
Disagreeing is different than saying something so incredibly awful about a man that was killed.
Jimmy Jack has lived in Fairview Park for decades, but couldn't believe what Council President Michael Kilbane said yesterday on Facebook after the death of Charlie Kirk.
I just thought, who is this person? And to find out he's the president of our city council, I can't have that.
In response to another user's post, Councilman Kilbane said, quote, "A lot of good people died today. He wasn't one of them."
He's in my district, Ward 5, which absolutely horrified me. I couldn't believe it.
The comment has sparked outrage both online and in person. After followers of the Fairview Park community page learned 19 News was looking for interviews, Jack made his way to City Hall as fast as he could to share his strong reaction.
It went just one step too far.
Many steps too far.
Now, this isn't the first time the council president has faced criticism for social media posts. Back in 2023, the city released a statement after Kilbane faced criticism for comments directed toward law enforcement. The statement said in part that his speech is protected by the First Amendment, but don't reflect the views of the city as a whole.
So what was the city's response today? We reached out to every single member of City Council, including Kilbane, as well as the Fairview Park Mayor's office. So far, no one has made themselves available for a statement. The next Fairview Park City Council meeting is set for next Monday at 7 p.m. Jack, alongside many others, plan to be there.
I'm going to make sure that Matt Kilbane is not reelected. Whether I run, whether I support someone who runs.
In Fairview Park, Stephen Hernandez, 19 News.
Straight up shade on Kirk's death from September 10th. Neighbors lost it. Cleveland 19 from the Lake Erie Lullaby called it indecent. Kilbane tried an apology, but the mob wasn't having it. He quit as council president September 13th, 2025, because his words made the city look like a dumpster fire. That's what accountability looks like. Next, Munroe Falls council vice president John Pizzeri went off, ending with, "The world is a better place now that he's gone." He dragged Kirk's old comments on gun rights, like saying school shootings are a cost of the Second Amendment. Timing? Awful.
Conservative activist Charlie Kirk has sparked a firestorm of emotions and social media posts costing some people their jobs. So where do you draw the line when it comes to free speech?
Just because you have a computer or phone handy doesn't mean you can say whatever you want.
Munroe Falls City Council Vice President John Pizzeri is feeling the heat after posts criticizing Charlie Kirk, saying in part, quote, "The world is a better place now that he's gone," end quote.
Right after the September 10th hit, Akron Beacon Journal says residents flooded the council and Pizzeri got 500 plus threats, hiding out like a fugitive. He resigned September 15th, 2025. And his employer, University Hospitals, is investigating. So, users of TikTok turned up the heat too. Bye-bye a council seat. Then Anthony Wayne Schools. Board member Shelly McKnight hit a Kirk death post with a laughing emoji. That's it. One emoji mocking the tragedy for September 10th. Does that sound familiar with Captain Boris's wife flagging the emoji on the Brian Macron post? But parents packed meetings demanding her head. WTOL reported the outrage over zero empathy in a school role. McKnight claimed it was a misclick. She said she barely knew who Kirk was. Yeah, right.
An Anthony Wayne school board member is under fire. She allegedly left a politically charged reaction to a social media post about the shooting death of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk.
Damage done. She announced resignation at year's end on September 18th, 2025, and the board censured her butt. See the rodeo? Council vice president, school board hack, all bounced or bailing over Kirk post. Backlash from real people, not some elite echo chamber. These gigs demand neutrality, respect, especially post-tragedy. Kirk's shooting on the 10th lit this fuse, and Ohio is enforcing it mostly. So why is Medina County playing favorites? A teen librarian slinging racist bully at a fresh corpse from September 10th and nada. While Fairview, Munroe Falls, and Anthony Wayne boot folks for less. If emojis and snarky quotes cost jobs there, why is Mel V skating? Libraries respect and kindness spiel. Total BS if it doesn't apply. This ain't free speech suppression. It's demanding. Public cash means public standards. Teens under her watch deserve better than a role model who mocks the dead. Viewers, Tentacle Nation, sound off. Librarian investigate this clownery. Hit comments. share across platforms, Patreon for exclusive, TikToks for clips. Ohio folks, email your reps. Let's crank the heat till accountability hits Medina too. Wrapping up, Kirk's assassination on September 10th is a gut punch to civil talk, but hypocrites like this make it worse. The infamous ex-chief calls it like it is. No sugar, smash like, sub, and catch you the next time. Stay gritty, Tentacle Nation. Be loud, be heard, shake the system until the truth falls out.